Summoner's Rift, and if you've missed the draft, SK are doing a lot of things that you've seen before, a lot of things that are very powerful. Aphelios rearing his head not too much in the LEC, but you'll be used to it if you've seen anyone else. SK Chance coming out, and on the opposite side, G2, they're cooking again. You saw it last week. They botched it. They did not make it through the Iron Chef Challenge. This week, they're out here. They're challenging. Looking if they can take down the SK Gaming, a.k.a. Bobby Flay here, to become the next Iron Chefs.
Sorry, I'm looking at a row of Fnatic fans chanting, "Let's go SK," louder than all the G2 guys in the audience.
Well, they've got to spot someone. And today it's SK.
All right, here's the deal. Shout out to our stats team. Nilo, 1-3 in the LEC. Last pick, 2022 summer by Unforgiven. And this is the first Senna in spring as Mickey starts to trade a bit more aggressively. A nice handshake, clean level 1. And that's going to make things pretty tough for G2's bottom lane. I don't think they were expecting to win on level 1, but losing that hard on that first trade is difficult.
Yeah, Hansama already had to, Mickey already had to pop the potion down on the bot side. Definitely not what you want to see. I do also have to shout, I think the rumblings of the SK Chance reached Exakick. I saw a little nod of approval.
There it is, TSM. The great unifier in esports for chanting.
We're all friends here.
Except for G2 and SK, who are very much enemies. SK, can they bring us to a game 3? And the big thing for G2 is if this composition works, every team that has to play G2 from here on out is just like sighing deeply, you know? Like, when do you have to worry about the Nylon? When do you have to worry about the Senna? Level 2 now coming in, Formless Blade coming up from Hansama, a bit of extra range here, but again, the level 2, the only reason that trade is remotely positive.
Oh, Yikes, trying to look for something up top.
Flash forward, body slam, now gonna get the knock-up, gets the reset on the dash in, dashes into Relevant, nice knockback to safety. They're gonna try to finish this one off, he's stabbing, but he can't quite finish.
Hans almost died as well. Look at the summoners in bot lane, everything's been blown other than Mickey's flash. There was a massive all-in from SK. I think maybe DOS flash forwards with a handshake there, but G2, I think they got level 2 on the first wave without killing the last melee, so I think they caught SK off guard there with the trade. Marcoon looking on Yike. W's gonna miss. You can see mid push coming through. Certus is trying to collapse. This could be
out. Knockup is there. Yike gets the reset, now flashing in. Yike now stunned up. Yike locked up. First blood coming in. Vigar gonna get a little bit extra AP on the back of that one. Broken blade taken down. It is a disaster on the top side for G2.
No flash. Caps,
he walks in a bush to get the 1-for-1 at least, or to get 1 kill back rather. Certus now gonna be in trouble. Lots of damage coming in. Caps with the fancy feet, but cannot finish the kill.
That's a 2-0 Veigar in the first 3 minutes of the game. 31 stacks. The collapse was faster. Massive props to Marcoon. The flash repositioned to dodge the body slam, but also proc the passive. Meant it so they could get Yike down quickly.
Yeah, also just pathing into River to look for the fight there, having the prio out of Certus, knowing Relevant was going to teleport back into lane. Yike was actually looking for a little invade himself, you know, back to Winter Split Yike. When he's on these fast-clearing junglers, he likes to get inside the enemy jungle. And it was Marcoon pathing immediately to try and fight him.
All right, let's watch this flash from Marcoon, because this basically decided the fight for SK. You can see he has one more auto attack here. He needs to proc the stun, and as he does, he's only had flashed on my Broken Blade. Flashes to the side, mid auto attack animation. Make sure he can proc the passive to get the damage. Nice flash from Irrelevant to land on the Broken Blade. He used the flash earlier on, and Caps thinks here, well, when Sejuani has Q up, I'm gonna probably die here, so I'll just trade back. Smartly so, gets 1 kill off the back of it, but that's 2 kills onto Veigar.
I mean, he almost got 2 there, like just the damage coming down because the cooldowns on the Veigar are a little bit large at the moment. Still, Certus now absolutely huge, and you saw sort of the power of the Sejuani passive. Yike couldn't actually fight him, had to time it out completely.
I'll just say that the Veigar having 33 stacks at 4 minutes is the beginning of what could very well become a worrying trend, but here comes Yike, the double knock-up instantly, the engage comes out, he's just stabbing the ground, he's stabbing dots, he's stabbing everybody, and it's a double for Yike in the bottom lane.
Yike is just a beast on this Belveth, man. I feel like I haven't seen it in a while. He's played well this spring split, but on these junglers, these pocket picks of his, he was dominating back in winter. He made a name for himself here in the LEC on picks like this, and instantly after being beaten down in the top river, he's finding a window in bot lane. Remember that fight, that 2 versus 2, where every summoner spell was spent? He's instantly punishing.
Top dive, maybe. Marcoon's hovering. Broken Blade's used the body slam. I don't think they have the damage here. Relevant's out of mana. Are they going to commit for anyway? Look at
Yike's
Yike.
here, Yike's here.
Yike.
This is going to be a disaster. Oh my god.
Goes a little bit wide, knock him now going in. 1 kill, he dashes through.
What the hell?
He can't be caged.
He's gotten 4 kills in the last minute of gameplay. Double kill, bots run top. Double kill again.
He's like 2 kills to Veigar, I'll raise it. 4 kills on Yike. Oh my god. The man is unhinged. He is everywhere on the map. G2 now up almost 2,000 gold at the 5.5-minute mark.
What is going on? SK went 3 for 1 in that river. The game was in such a fantastic spot, and now you blink and you miss it.
It's a stack battle between Yike and Certus. Certus is winning because it's easier to get Veigar stacks, but I don't know for how much longer because this is a very beefy Bel'Veth.
Top dive. Marcoon goes way too early. What's he? He misses the Q point blank as well, so he has no way to get out of tower. Certus isn't even there yet, so blunder from him. Irrelevant, no flash. The cage is dashed away from.
Last second dodge out from the cage.
Yeah, great play from Yike. I think the bot setup as well was really, really clean on that double knock. Now SK trying to fight fire with fire. Marcoon's down towards his bot side, but Yike's here to match.
Oh, nice dash backwards from Marcoon not to get caught up there. That very well could have been his life.
Yeah, small CS lead for the SK bot lane down here on the Aphelios, but see the 1,000 gold lead onto Yike when he bases. He's going to get closer and closer to that Kraken.
It's like whiplash. I think 3 minutes ago, it was
not my
600. Yeah, definitely not Yike's tempo. 600 gold lead for Marcoon after that first play, and now it's a 900 gold lead for Yike.
Jeez. That's the crazy thing, too, is he sort of dropped tempo. You'd expect him, you know, after you lose in the top river, you just go into farming patterns for the next 5 minutes. But no, he's sacking time in his jungle to camp inside a bot river.
Caps no flash.
Hold on.
Can they get
when he goes for this minion.
Level 6. Going
Surprise.
for it. Nice call out there. Enter 1, 2, 3.
Where's the ult? Where's the ult?
Force to ult now coming out, trying to buy
everywhere.
time, but to the skies. Caps living for now. The ult's gonna come in. Certus gonna get the kill.
The
Next
root.
kick. Now locked up. Here comes Yike. They have to be careful here. Red white guns. A lot of potential response damage. Just gonna be happy with the chunk out.
That bail out there as well. Yike. Also the wave wasn't big enough, so SK respond with the play mid. Caps didn't have the flash up yet. Good fancy feet from Irrelevant to dodge away from the ult. Manages to pick up the kill. Now G2 bot lane gonna push this wave in. Should get a lot of plates here. Can even base and get some nice tempo for this Baron. Help their jungler on the dragon. Broken Blade will get a plate off the back of that.
Hey, look, I don't care how fed this Bel'Veth gets. If Veigar keeps going the way he's going, he's going to be able to press about 2 buttons, and that Bel'Veth is absolutely going to pop. So I really like to see Marcoon and Irrelevant both playing around mid lane. Sacking a little bit on top side. Actually, Irrelevant dropping quite a little bit of CS to make that play actually happen. And we're going to need to see Marcoon continue to stay active. That was the biggest thing I was looking at, compared to the Viego back in game 1, where he wasn't quite as much of a factor in the early game. Now on that Sejuani, needs to keep putting himself in spots to fight.
That's not... Wow. That's just a bluff. He just kept hitting Caps like he was not about to get one shot there. Now his mid laner's here.
Bit of dodgeball going on here. Caps just gonna get farmed for a couple stacks. 71 on the Veigar. Now Irrelevant's trading aggressively on top. Marcoon's here, level 5 though. Broken Blade has to flash up. Yike's gonna cycle through his top camps, get level 6 off of Red, and I think there might be a fight around Herald.
And credit to SK, they're keeping their, their foot on the gas. They're still making plays. They're not letting themselves get distracted by the fact that Yike is individually pretty far ahead. Marcoon's starting to recoup some of that deficit, and this is important because this could be their final game. They need to put everything on the table here. Certus, 74 stacks now, getting stronger and stronger in this one.
See the power of the Neela. Look at Mickey's level. Level 6 now. DOS is just ticking over level 4 to level 5 now, so that massive level XP advantage is giving them the upper hand on this top side. Trying to get Certus' flash here. Not going to land the root, but Marcoon's on the bot side. Looking to pressure mid by the looks of it. SK are dropping this Herald, knowing that Yike's up towards that top side. Maybe looking for some kind of dive, some kind of play onto Mickey. Don't think he has the damage by himself, but you can see how safe Mickey's playing it.
Yeah, he's going to take the long way around. There were options for Yike to path down if he wanted to, but he's actually more happy just to go ahead and take the Herald, knowing that's going to be a big chunk of cash he'll be able to collect in just a little bit, even if it means his bot side jungle, but it might mean Hansama.
Yeah, it's really awkward for SK though, because Marcoon gets spotted, they know the dive's coming. Caps and Broken Blade will have TP ready in case they pull the trigger. So they won't get anything response, and Bel'Veth with Herald is going to do so much on these side towers. I think they can Herald top and dive here. SK kind of need to force.
Irrelevant has no man either, so clearing away this wave is really tough for him. He's trying to intercept it early.
Bomba takes him back. Irrelevant now trying to find the 1v1, running out to safety. Yike can dash in, can try to finish the kill now. W coming in, the knockup, the reset. Unstoppable now is Yike as he can turn his attention towards the top side of the map. Hansama stepping forward. Just trying to keep Exekick and DOS in their side as Marcoon fishes for the ulti, but will not find it. 1, 2, 3, looking for a 4 stack, but that's the shield coming in. That's huge! Senna with the backup. I don't even know if they needed it, but they make it look good, and now Certus. Oh, here we go. Thunderdome gonna keep him safe for a second here.
Yike no flash. Certus does have his and the ultimate, but he's getting chased down regardless.
Baby cage not enough. That is a full-ass man in the mid lane, or void woman as it turns out. You need a bigger cage for Yike.
Just slap, 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 slap. The Veigar hits the floor. Oh my word, Yike running over SK.
Might just get a full mid tower here. 15 seconds on Certus respawn, but look how many A spawn from the dying creeps with the Herald onto Bel'Veth, can put it down, get a full tower with the true damage, but Marcoon's here to defend. Marcoon, I think he's really frustrated with the game state. His top lane's getting done.
Is he dead? Dash back, stabby stab.
It's a really frustrating game state. They can't dive bot, they can't make a play mid, Irrelevant's falling behind, they might lose a top tower. He has to try something, bless him. So he tries something mid and it backfires.
And Caps didn't have to use the flash. He just turns around with the ult, the support from Mickey.
It's a horror movie. Yike just does not stop. Should be careful here, though. XK can look for the CC, so he's just going to dash back out to safety, courtesy of the true form there.
He still has the Herald as well, so he's just going to recall.
No. It's just alien. Surprise! There's an alien inside your jungle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's got Kraken Slayer Merc Treads at 11 minutes into the game.
They're going to pray that one of the people on this team is Sigourney Weaver, or they are in deep, deep trouble. If you don't understand that reference, you're too young. I'm sorry, I can't relate to you. It's going to be hard.
I'll be honest, I made that reference. Never seen Alien.
Damn it. I followed you into the darkness. I thought you had my back.
Nope, absolutely not.
Irrelevant in the back. And just keeping the pressure here on top side. The Jace has not been able to do anything. I don't think it's Irrelevant's fault, but the map state, as you highlighted, Kadril, it's difficult for everybody on SK.
SK can't make a play anywhere. They really can't. They're getting pushed in on every lane. They lose 2v2s, they lose 3v3s.
Certus.
Okay.
Cap still has flash, but you can see Yike just permanently covering. Still has that Herald as well. He's going to have to pop it down soon.
Yike is uninterested in his own jungle. He would like Marcoon's jungle.
Yeah. Level 7, 1.8k gold up. Another plate over with G2's bot lane. And I think the biggest winner here is Mickey. See the gold difference between the supports.
Oh, Cap flash in. Gonna try to finish the kill. Gonna try to lock him down. Squeezy's hand grounded. Goes gold, and Marcoon needs to come over the wall. Immediately locked in. Can they turn? Can they fire? Back. Mickey's ult will take the kill and make it a 1-for-1.
Even then, I mean, Marcoon's there for the counter gank, but Mickey, once again, pops that ultimate to influence mid. 1-for-1, going to be a fine trade, I think, for G2, considering Marcoon was in the area. Yike also gets all the farm here.
Just keeping the true form going as well. Should fade away shortly.
20
Relevant
seconds.
Broken Blade trading back and forth.
Marcoon still wants to go top lane. He doesn't have the ultimate, but he's taking this pathway to get all the way around up top side.
Do they have the damage to kill Broken Blade? Maybe if he dives, they can kill?
Broken Blade doesn't have ultimate. He does have flash, and he's really extending now.
Broken Blade taking a lot of damage, suddenly realizing he's in trouble. He's going to try to get over the wall. There's Doss, the handshake not going to connect. He is uninterested. Hillbilly Gragas on the way out. Oh, man. He's just refusing.
The reversal.
Oh, where is he going?
I think they spotted him on
His
vision.
ult's up in like 10 seconds.
Run, baby, run! Hillbilly Gragas will
Down
get
he
taken
goes.
out.
Smited as well. What does G2 get for this? Herald mid, bot tower is going to fall. It's just every play Marcoon can go for on this map state is just such a losing play. He's trying his best.
Yeah, I mean, it's also 10 plates to 2 right now in favor of G2, if I did my math quickly. Also, the second Drake going to be there. There's almost certainly no way SK can realistically contest for that one. So, best case scenario, Irrelevant gets some plates on the top side. They can keep farming up. It actually looks like they want Exakick now to be picking up minions in mid lane. That's a little stronger wave clear, I suppose.
And I mean, this is the struggle, is your strongest point on the map is Certus, and he's even. He is even with his opponent. Everything else wildly far behind. Only 100 difference on the top side, not too bad, but 1.7 in the jungle, 2.1 in the support, partially just due to support itemization, but Relevant executed.
See a massive chunk of XP over to Caps, though. You really want to make sure, even though they get executed, you're in range for experience. And Caps does just that. SK need to slow this game down a hell of a lot. I mean, they have Veigar, Aphelios, Renata. They need to just try and wave clear, but the problem is G2 are going to keep forcing and stacking Drakes, and they're going to keep forcing down these tier 1s.
That's the difference. Last game, it was SK that had the early Drake, so even though, yeah, they had some scaling elements, like, they were chilling. You know, they could afford to give some over to G2. This time, definitely not the case. 4 minutes away on that next one, but, I mean, in terms of, like, items coming through at that point, yeah, maybe, like, lethality will be completed for Irrelevant, but in the meantime, it's just going to be, like, running into your jungler. Marcoon's never going to be able to farm again.
Good news is he's not that far behind in experience, so they can try to force fights. The bad news is Herald is spawning in 40 seconds, and what will happen is Bel'Veth with second Herald when she's ahead is a nightmare. So if they can weather that storm and maybe lose one tier 2, they can hold on till Soul Point and try and take a fight on 2 or 3 items. Unless they make a mistake and get sucked into this chaos that G2 want to ensue, the game might blow completely wide open to inhibitor levels if they do around that second Herald.
Tier 1 taken down only means that the control over the jungle in favor of G2. SK's jungle just goes more and more in their favor. SK now trying to force the play. The flash in, but Caps buffers. The ultimate gets out in time. The chain CC should be enough to take down the Casio.
Everyone's on the way, though.
For his life. The shield now coming in, but that's Caps down. Yike off to the side. Tower still standing. SK, a small positive play as the knockup whiffs. Hansama looking to get it started off, though. Only manages to grab Marcoon with the ultimate there. They're now on the retreat. Berserk coming through. Hansama not quite going to walk into the cage.
Ooh, the first time I've thought of this interaction, but the Berserk can maybe cause players on G2 to actually sprint into the wall of the Veigar cage if they can't find a target. So spreading out may be even problematic for G2 in these later fights.
And while they found the kill, it looks like G2 are still going to be able to find the second Herald. You highlighted it already, Cadro, but this can be hugely problematic. The true form from Belveth basically permanently unlocked, it feels like, but this form obviously even stronger.
And this is SK with Spring on the line for them. Lower bracket now. I think Winter, they had a bit of a breakout. Were able to surprise a lot of people. Even in the BO1s here in Spring, had many good moments, but now G2, the last game it was slow, they end up winning out at the end. This time, from the get-go, it's just been G2 dominance, and Yike running them over.
It's SK's only real window they found is through mid, is through Certus onto Caps. They have the chain CC layer, no tenacity on this Cassio, you have to imagine, other than the runes obviously can't build towards Murktide, so locking her down is what you need to do, but she's going to get tankier and tankier with that Rod of Ages. SK now grouping up again towards his top side. They know G2 want to crack open top tier 1. That's the last of the outer towers, so they're defending it with their lives, and that's buying them time, which is important. But now, Yike coming out of base with this Herald, I wonder where it's going to be placed. If they can get a pick onto Irrelevant with a Herald on bot, they could be looking at an inhibitor. And SK are setting up, patiently waiting. Maybe G2 overextend. They know they can't beat them in a straight-up 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, but if they can isolate Caps, that'll buy them more time.
But I do think we also have to appreciate what the series means for G2. It is an elimination series, and even if they have the luxury of knowing that MSI is secured, remember that at the start of the season, they were the team to beat. And even in a kind of questionable regular season, they were the team to beat. It was only after they lost the best of 3 to Koi that people even started to cast a glimmer of doubt onto this team. Starting to wonder, maybe it's Vitality, maybe it's BDS, but G2 making a statement here against SK, showing us not only can they draft the crazy, they play even on some of the standard compositions as well. Definitely a force to be reckoned with if they are able to go deeper.
Yeah, and if Yike spent the majority of Spring just playing all these, ganks, so many games on the Vi, just showing a more present, gank focus, less tempo in the jungle style, then going back to the Belveth here and absolutely dominating on it. It reminds you again what a dual-bladed threat he can be coming into the postseason. Multiple different styles they can play. G2 can still get those big flexes down on you.
Well, this is Herald going. You can see Broken trying to chunk out Irrelevant so that Yike can come down here and place it. They're really looking on tier 2s on side lanes right now. You saw G2 up towards top. They tried to find Certus if they could get a pick and force. That's the idea. Now they're looking bot. So SK are actually cross-mapping. They're not defending this Herald play.
Let's try to gain Caps again, guys.
But I mean, maybe they feel like it's their only option. It's so hard to match.
I mean, it kind of is, right? But the problem is, as we've seen before, the disengage of the ultimate is so huge. He can turn with the damage he has, and you have Mickey's ultimate always going to be there as an option to support.
Drake's up in 20. That'll be G2's sole point. SK just really frustrating game, isn't it? Just slowed down, but G2 are keeping up the pace. They're waiting for break points. Void Staff maybe looking forwards an Infinity Edge on the Aphelios, and then maybe they can try and take an even fight. Needs to be pixel perfect though in locking down the Belveth.
I think it's so hard too because the Neela is also not someone that you can underestimate in a fight. If you burn everything on the Belveth, you might just kill her, but the damage reduction on E is massive. You have to layer the CC, so even if you can put that together perfectly to take Belveth out of the equation, you've got 2 more 80 carries on the side of G2, and yes, neither one is quite as scary.
Double TP.
But now we see Certus getting collapsed on here. Can't just throw down the cage, but Broken Blade and Caps might not mind too much. SK looking. Need to get Certus out of here. They can't really retreat into their own territory. Das playing with fire just to walk into his own jungle.
It pushes them so far away from bot lane, and Yike is looking for a 1v1.
There's nowhere for him to go. Knock back, but he's under his own tower. Yike going godlike as he finds the solo.
I mean, Yike continues to crush them, and while the rest of G2 force SK out of their jungle, what's open? Mid lane, Dragon, bot lane, they're collecting on both of these lanes, these inner turrets as well. Yike could keep running down to bot lane after he clears that one away if he wants to continue to threaten Inhibitor Tower. We're only 19 minutes into their going.
Locked down, a lot of follow-up damage coming in. The shield is pretty solid. The Berserk now coming out. Caps still CC. Caps will finally drop. SK holding on to mid lane for now, but it's Yike on the bottom side. Yike, the hidden threat again.
Yeah. Nice pick though. 4 ultimates used for the kill. Caps didn't even have to flash though, but it's still a numbers advantage.
Going in, all the cooldowns are gone, and that means it is time to feast on the hopes of SK, Yike, Mickey, everybody not afraid on the side of G2 to dive under this tower, but Irrelevant now coming in. Execute.
Hold on.
Now trying to turn and burn. Trying to find his opportunity. Irrelevant wants to finish off Mickey. Yike now looking for the knockup, but he can't quite find it. Execute. Free firing with the flamethrower to the backside. He is Sigourney Weaver. He's here to kill aliens. He'll find the double. He's looking for the triple onto Yike. Yike. Maybe desperate to turn this back. One more dash. Relevant.
Shock
Now
pass.
following up. They
QE.
need this shutdown. They need to kill. Yike. EQ, where will it go? Yike with the sidestep to survive the knockup. Backstep from Irrelevant.
He wants
Irrelevant
it.
still stepping forward. He can swap to Cannon Form in just
They
a
can't get
second. Cannot finish the job, but hope blooms for a brief moment for SK.
Oh, X-Kick comes online right there. It's Irrelevant on the respawn, and X-Kick starts picking up kills. If there's anyone to cut down, G2 coming after them. It's X-Kick now with the Infinity Edge finished off. SK are sprinting to get back onto the map. I was thinking maybe they want to contest around this Drake, but Exa just still wants the minions up on the top side. If he can get big, that's a condition for them to try and come away with.
Push too far back, they can get kills, but they can't get objectives. That'll buy some time, but G2 should be able to pick up that Dragon, and they're going to start threatening this Nash. The Nash is going to go down so quickly, so they need to get vision up towards this top side as soon as possible. Once they see Yike and Caps killing this Dragon on bot wave, that'll allow them to move into this top side jungle. They've weathered a bit of a storm, but they're not out of the trenches yet. Good kills though onto X-Kick. Best thing about this is he still has his summoner spells to work with.
Gets the IE as well. Getting stronger and stronger. We know how powerful Aphelios can be. There's a reason it's so popular internationally. Mickey's getting more and more range. It's going to make it hard to play these fights, but if they can set up the cage, if they can get the perfect opportunity, maybe they can get something done.
See here, Marcoon, nice Q there. Brokenblade actually eating away. Didn't decide to block the ultimate for Caps. He would have died most likely with the chain CC, but he walked into the Veigar cage there. Yeah. So now G2, even though they lost Caps, they thought, you know what, we'll still take this 4v4. I think we're confident enough. Brokenblade actually E-flashing in, and I thought here the game was basically over. It looked like it, right? You can see Surta's instantly dead. Hansama's on the backline. The ult actually gets pushed back by the handshake of Dosso, then flashes the knockup from Yike. Yike then goes too deep to try and get Marcoon, and Mickey has to flash to get that kill. So they've used so much gap close to get onto SK that they're stuck. X-Kick has blue gun, and he manages to melt through them.
Oh, yeah.
Clean play.
Gale forcing back into the front here. Blue plus red.
Q down over the wall, just for a bit of extra damage, extra movement speed coming in. The onslaught from the Severum, and that's very close to death there. If Belvet gets a kill there, maybe that fight turns in favor of G2, but well played now as G2 take control of the mid lane. 5-man group up for SK. They are a death ball at this stage of the game. If they split it all, they'll get picked apart.
Yeah, they just want to move straight back into the Baron. The tough thing is they have to be a little bit careful when they go to the Baron because it puts them tight up close.
Yeah.
Potential for the cage to come down and be hugely valuable in the
so
river.
quick though, SK have to get here quickly. Marcoon's in the vicinity. They don't have Sejuani, but they have to stop this.
And the Casio, they eat this thing alive. Marcoon stepping forward, taking a bit of poke. Shock blast off to the side.
To finish here, G2.
Down. Execute
It's a flip!
guns for a fight. They might just try to flip it. Yike now trying to finish the job. They're going to get the Baron. SK, can they take the fight after? Perfect guns now for Execute. He swaps off the Gravitum. Yike off onto the flank. Has to be watched. They have to engage on the 4-man core of G2. But Caps with a clean ultimate onto Mickey. Maybe it's enough to start the fight off in favor of G2. Execute on the backside. Cannot get it done. Yike will not be stopped. He finds the flank. Execute, no hope left. G2 take the Baron. They take the fight, and they're looking to end the game.
Just a crushing performance from G2 through and through. TPing down to the bot side. They're going to take everything off of this play. Not comfortable just taking the Baron there, no. They look for an opportunity to turn it straight back around into the face of SK and then crush them.
That was SK's last stand, their last stand here in spring, and it failed 5-0 to G2. Beautifully executed by them. Caps' ult was fantastic. Brokenblade with the knockback to secure the Baron. They won't lose the game here, SK. But they're as good as done. I mean, G2 could try and stay here. They have so much Remora, so many minions. Maybe they just siege through and just look for the end.
Overwhelming force. Irrelevant just doesn't do enough damage to stop this siege. The baby cage comes out, but it'll hit onto nobody. One tower down, a second to follow. G2 can just walk it in. Yike, leaping in, a bit of damage. They're all grounded on the backside. Lambs to the slaughter. Their season will end at the hand of G2.
23-minute game. Yike, the second he got those double kills on side lane, just ran away with it, didn't he? Execution around the Nash was pixel perfect, maybe a little bit of an overextension. Something to look at on the bot side of the map when they went a bit too deep, but other than that, I think the game was basically in their hands from the get-go other than the first early skirmish.
Yeah, after that, just no matter what they did, they just kept trying to focus down Caps. Every time, the best they got was a 1-for-1, right? With Mickey X helping out those ultimates from bot lane, from spawn. Caps turning it around and fighting his way through. It was good defensive play from him wherever they were coming to hit him, and it was Yike carrying on every other aspect of the match.
That man on your screen, walking away now, was absolutely everywhere. Every time SK thought they had a dive, there was a big tentacle knocking them up, finding a quick double. Such a frustrating game for SK.
You always got to be looking out for the worms coming after you in the tough situation. I mean, what else do you call Belveth? It's like it's a worm with little tentacle things coming to mess up your day.
It's a space.
It's a manta. That's right. That's
Whatever it is, it was very successful. She was very. I don't know, man. It's hard to keep track.
Unclear.
Void creature, very successful. We learned.
Yike, very very successful.
Very successful.
And like, just give me a little bit more of that Belveth, you know? Give me more of those carry champs. I missed it a little bit, gotten teased here and there, but
I agree.
for the most part, it's been meta for Yike, and I feel like that's boring. You know, Yike, keep busting it out. Need to have a stern talking with Dylan Falco on that front.
I feel like they're taking turns. BB got to cook last week. Yike in the bot lane got to cook this week, and
I mean,
some of the
Hans also got to
Who's
do a little
cooking next
cooking.
week?
yeah, some of the recipes taste a
Or
little
even
better than
tomorrow.
others. Vote for your player of the series on @LEC on Twitter, though. Broken Blade, Yike, Mickey X.
Yeah, don't forget about the Kennen performance in game 1.
Was good.
Everyone's going to remember the
Because the
Belveth,
Gragas
but
performance was also good,
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
But when you 2-0,
Quick games as
you're
well.
going to look good. You're going
Look
to look good.
dominant there, G2.
Someone's
Couple-
making really uncomfortable eye contact with me, and I'm feeling peer pressured. So I'm going to say vote for Broken Blade. No particular reason, but there's a very
I
ruthless
mean, his
stare
Kennen
over
was
there.
enough of a reason.
That's true.
You,
It's
you
the
don't have to
smile.
just chill.
Almost a 5K
You can be
individual
honest.
goal.
I need your energy every day, Ender, when you're here for these champions. The Kennen, the Belveth, he's feeling
Dude,
it all,
he
man.
All
really
my favorite
likes-
champions. Look, if it's from the Void or Purple in any way, freaking love it.
Maybe Broken Blade feels the same way. We're not
Almost
going to
got
find out
fined.
about that in this interview, but we'll find out about something. Let's send it over to Yinsu and Broken Blade.
Thank you very much, guys. We might find about that. We'll see. We'll see. That's right. I'm joined by Broken Blade here. First of all, congratulations. Much better this week, right?
Yeah, much better, of course, right? I think last week we forget about that. Very happy with the games today.
Yeah, particularly you individually as well. We saw the Kennen come out. What did you make of that?
Yeah, I think first game was really good. I felt very comfortable playing it, and I think they didn't have a good answer. That's why they banned it in the second game. Second game, though, I could have played it a little bit better. But we always look to improve, right? I think still very happy about the game. Yike played very, very good to Belveth, which they also banned in the first game. So I'm very happy. Yeah, just happy.
I'm happy as well to see you happy. I think there was a lot of maybe criticism and questions about the Pantheon last week. Didn't see it this time. I did speak to your coach earlier about what he thought, but what did you think of it? Are we going to see that ever again?
The Pantheon was kind of like, how do you call it? Like just out of the blue, you know? Like we're like, okay, let's just play it. And it worked in the first game. In the second game, it really, really backfired. So it looked really bad in the second game. It looked really good in the first game. And then we're like, okay, maybe we should just stick to what we're good at. And we did right today, and it showed. Like we had much, much cleaner games. Even though the second game we had a little bit of too much fun. I think, yeah, I mean, it was just like, it wasn't really practiced. So it was like, okay, let's just go for it, you know? And when everyone's like really hyped to go for something and it works the first time, like, okay, let's just go do another run, second game. But then they, you know, like answered very, very well. Koi played better than us as well in that series, so they just won. But next time, they will lose.
Oh, how confident are you now? Because obviously they're going to be feeling confident as well because they just beat you.
Yeah, I mean, we're confident, I would say. I mean, we're G2, right? We're always confident. We always play with confidence. And I want to take revenge on them. So does our team. So it's going to be a feast.
Oh, what I will say, though, you know, when you tell me the Pantheon, it was kind of just something that you came up with. It sounded a little bit last minute. Is that the case? Because your champion pool is massive. So I don't expect anything that they're going to throw at you and you're going to feel like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. But how much realistic preparation do you have?
I mean, obviously, we always pick something to win, right? So I thought in that moment, okay, let's go for Pantheon against Jace. Because I thought it was going to make us win, right? In the first game, it did. We had really, really good plays, as I said. In the second game, though, it didn't. And I think Shugenda is playing pretty well on the Jace, you know, and it showed. So for tomorrow, let's see who will, you know, beat each other, you know.
It does sound like you think it's going to be you, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too, yeah.
You know the answer already. And lastly, your jungler also had a great game today as well. He's actually with the desk in PGL right now, so I think he can hear you. Anything you wanna say to him?
Well, obviously, great game by Yike, but don't get cocky, you know. It's Belveth, your best champ, so stay humble.
Oh, okay. That's some firm words you have there. Firm words. Thank you so much, Broken
Well
Blade.
played to him, well played to him. Good series.
Anything else?
No, cheers.
Okay, cool. That's
Thank
it.
you.
That's it. Thank you very much, Broken Blade. And I'm going to toss this over to Law to close everything out with PGL.
Mo? What level am I? 132. Boss Lift Master? One boss in Ainsel, then I gotta do the whole Lake of Rots thing. Consecrated Snowfield, Moog, Melania, Radagon, Elden Beast. Consecrated Snowfield is scary as fuck. Wait, is it not this way for the dragon? Wait, where's the dragon then? I don't remember. Oh, this is correct, yeah. I rarely do this part.
Hey, you.
Bonk. 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 I will be in Paris, yeah, for Le Epic TwitchCon. No. Oh wait, this is where you get to, yeah, right.
Hey, you.
Cody, thanks 31. Travis, 37. Yep. Where does one go now? Did I miss the thing? Ah, okay, yeah. What does that one do? I don't remember. Racist immunity. Mm-hmm. A clever name.
Hey, you.
Dad gaming today? No, no Dark and Darker. We got a new horror game later.
Hey, you. Oh, really, Ubisoft? Hey, you.
Mr. Board, thanks for the 3 years, man. One Pancake, thanks for the 2 years. And Lorenzo, thanks for the 4 months. not be
you.
able to use that. Oh. Right as I cast, of course. That was weird. I didn't even press the jump input. I pressed the roll. Oh well. Oh well. God damn it, dude.
Another victim.
I guess we do the raw part. Yeah, Johan, thanks for the prime, man. Thank you. I cannot remember how to get there. Ah, yes. I can do all the bosses there now, I think. We should be good. Wait, hold up. I actually do have the... Is it this one? No. I did grab a Grace in there, I swear. Oh well, fuck it. Maybe it was a different run. I'm dead! Woohoo! Let's go, Axe. Congrats, dude. Yeah, I never got this one. Lel. Yeah, I go here, I kill Fias champions, I kill Lacidus, Larn, whatever,
Hey,
that
you.
dragon. And then, yeah, 40 sacks. Oh wait, I have a list. Is there a Crucible Knight here? Is that guy actually a boss? That's the guy at the tree, yeah? Yeah. Oh yeah, Victor, right. Maybe I should take that path. Maybe that path will be very easy. And not risky at all. Wait, do you go right or left here? Is it left? swear in Reforged, you couldn't do that. You have to go right. I'm probably crazy, though. Yeah, Brennan Andy. Did I beat Melania in Reforged? Yeah, I did. She was basically the same fight, but very sped up. She was super fast. So when I fight her in regular Elden Ring now, it feels like she's in slow motion. Can you put Melania to sleep with sleep pots? Probably not. Oh, I see it, Kimbo.
Hey, you.
Don't hesitate with that jump. I've done it so many times. I've done all of these jumps so many times that I kind of just forgot about it. Forgot about it there.
Hey, you.
Sneaky Geezer, thanks to the prize, thanks to 31. Little Limo, thanks to 18. Captain R, thanks to the 28. Thank you guys. Sit down.
Hey, you.
Sit down. Oh, he's alive. How dare you?
Hey, you.
So mega lucky. Yeah, okay.
Hey, you.
I need to kill this guy. He can be dangerous. Thank you.
Hey, you. Hey, you. Hey, you.
Man! How much damage does these deal? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, let's not greed into that and die. Chat! He's spamming spells. Stop.
I knew you. What is it to deny like the dog? You are an odd. I am, but they call me yet used. Have you when the first god wins out there isn't, and I must before that. When but another and I must before that my hand will you still this how did you oh my with this and claim you are mine and though I can I hope
Another big
Marv, thanks to the Prime. Jealous Guy, thanks to the 11. Thanks to the Big 50 Shop, thanks to the 5-year anniversary. Chris, thanks 37. And Bosco Chan, thanks to 8. Thank you.
I and it the new light as the rulees brandished stay that I become.
Let me go!
This is but I choose and I will win in it. What great.
Don't I have dragon grease? I want to try that here. Never use it otherwise. Hurry up! Shiva, hurry! Come on! Oh, did he skip phase 2 now? Yeah, he did, I think. Hard. Well, that did you? How about some more? Yeah, they buffed the Great Mace. It's S scaling in strength, and it's like, it has really good recovery. It's really fast. Look at this. Anyways, we go and kill the Crucible Knight. I don't know what patch Elden Ring is in Skooma Bottle. I don't remember. I'm at the soft cap for health.
Hey, you.
What? Oh, he's shooting. That was like some invisible shit. Don't follow me here. Stop. Look at that. I could roll after that attack with a Great Mace. That is crazy. It's so insanely powerful, man. It's so insanely powerful. Yeah, the Great Mace is crazy. S strength scaling and this fast, like... It deals the highest, like, poise damage in the game. Giant Crusher. Lake of Wrath coming up, yeah? Astel and Dragon King Soldier. Asteling. Elden Beast grab still a one-shot? No. There's no chance. You see Hob lose his no-hit run to the QTE during the Krauser boss fight? He didn't lose it to... No, he was in the end of the fight, wasn't he? He did the knife strap, but he failed it. That was it. Like, that's a mistake that can happen. It was a QTE. Yeah, but it wasn't like the QTE cutscene or whatever. He was doing a strat. It's not that he failed the QTE. He was doing a knife strat. He wasn't supposed to do the QTE, yeah. Oh no, poor Hob. There must be so many of his viewers who think that he just failed to do the QTE input. No, there's like a knife strat you do on Krauser, I guess. And he was doing that, but he failed it. Weeks a village? A village. I get one more damage for that. That's Pope. Yeah, he said he was like trying to close the distance or something. That's more damage than I thought it would be. Yeah, I gotta go talk to Ronnie. Yeah. Wait, do you actually have to go talk to her to unlock the seal? I don't remember if you do. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, the key. Right. Yeah, true. Ronnie. Did I buy a bike? I do have a bike, yeah. That's why I didn't start earlier today, because I was putting like phone holder and stuff on it. Screwing and mechanicking. Mechanisming? Oh, can you talk to her Grace? Oh, is that all you have to do? I don't remember. Where? Oh wait, do you have to? What happens if you talk to her here? It has to be underground. Ah. Ah. Group of dots. Oh yeah, you have to do it many times, right? I did this in my first playthrough by like accident.
Oh,
Yeah.
a dogged fellow, aren't we? Or is it merely thy habit to talk to dolls? Fine. Fine. I hadn't expected any soul to recognize me in this guise.
What is
But
the
now the cat
lure
is out
behind
the
miniature
bag.
Ronnie?
I cannot allow thee thy freedoms. Perform for me a service as recompense. Eliminate the baleful shadows which prowl these lands. The name of Rani the Witch is already sullied by thee. I will not brook disobedience in this matter.
Hey, you.
Let us speak of the past a while. I was once an Empyrean, of the demigods. Only I, Mikola, and Melania could claim that title. Each of us was chosen by our own two fingers, as a candidate to succeed Queen Marika, to become the new god of the coming age, which is when I received Blythe, in the form of a vassal tailored for an Empyrean. But I would not acquiesce to the two fingers. I stole the rune of death, slew mine own Empyrean flesh, casting it away.
Ah, you're right, yeah.
I would not be controlled by that thing. The two fingers and I have been cursing each other ever since.
Oh.
And the baleful shadows are their assassins.
So she abandoned her body to escape the fingers?
I turned my back on the two fingers, and we have each been cursing the other since.
Cool.
The baleful shadows.
Oh.
I turned the baleful.
Hey,
Because she
you.
didn't want to be controlled. There's a miniature doll right now to hide from the shadows. That's why she embarrassed when you discovered her. Wait, so she's hiding from the shadows? Do the two fingers control the shadows? Okay. Ah. Alright. Oh. But why is her doll down here?
Hey, you.
And her real body? Wait, it's this way. Pocket makes the 11. Pin 1 thanks to the 59. Double top makes the 18. Is that the fingers? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Top of the Holy Tower dead. Oh, you little. You want to get your ass beat?
O Shadow, thou art the last. Tell the two fingers that Rani the Witch cometh to rend thy flesh with a fateful wound, ne'er to heal.
Oh, fuck. This actually hurts. What? No, this is not a boss now.
Beautifully fought.
Yep.
My thanks. 'Twas more of a challenge than I envisioned. Now I can finally stand before them. This is farewell, my dear. Tell Blythe and EG I love them.
Ah, there it is, yeah.
Hey, you.
Oops. Yeah, why is Blythe there to turn on us? Oh, that's not him. It's an imposter. Blythe is stuck in the same jail as the Bloodhound after you kill Radon by EG because he knew that Blythe would lose control and attack Rania because she intends to betray the Fingers. He is mind controlled by Fingers, and then he is an imposter. What? So is he controlled or is it not him at all? Yes. Baleful Shadow is not him. Who's Baleful Shadow then? Just Assassin of the Fingers, that's it. Omega lol. I do not have Fire Cleanse me. I could go get it though. You know what? Let's just rush to the Grace first.
Here is a simple explanation, Ella. The wolf guy is mega mad that you cucked him hard and turned to the dark side of the Force and became a Sith Jedi dude.
Ah, okay, thanks. Where's Flame Cleanse Me? I don't remember. Isn't that quite kind of early? Is that in Caelid? Here? No. Fire Monk Camp in Liurnia. Is that kind of by the Church of Vows? There's like a fire camp here. No. The other one? Yes. No, behind Fort Gale is, that's Flame Grant Me Strength. We're looking for Flame Cleanse Me. I'm going here first. I know there's a guy here. I had it right? Okay, yeah. Gotcha. If I could not revisit areas in region lock, I legit wouldn't be able to do this challenge, by the way. It would be actually impossible. What do you mean? You have to revisit areas to get certain bosses. There it is. Yep. I don't have 15 faith. I should have. Ow. I have 13. Oh yeah, I needed 2 more stats in it. Right. Okay. Anyways, the whole point of region lock was not to become too strong too early. Doesn't matter anyways. Exactly. Yes. Oh yeah, I gotta get the ring. Oopsie daisy. Let's do that. Ooh. So why the hell do you marry Ronnie?
Hey, you.
What's up with that? Because the wife, husband of the god is the Elden Lord. Oh. Ah. Swamp!
Hey, you.
There's one more over there I can do and make this fight easier. Yeah, imagine if you couldn't even, like, fast run through the rod. That would be mental. Let's go, a nose. I like it, man. Oh, right. Do I know the lore behind Lake of Rot? No.
Hey, you.
Damn. The spell is really good.
The lore behind Lake of Rot is very small. It's home to mysterious and wonderful creature, Sludgun.
Wait.